Jerry Jones secures the most cost-effective deal to keep George Pickens for several more years. Dallas leans on the franchise tag strategy again, as contract uncertainty surrounds its breakout receiver. The Dallas Cowboys appear to have found a financially strategic way to retain one of their most dynamic offensive weapons, with owner Jerry Jones once again leaning into the franchise tag system to keep wide receiver George Pickens under team control. While long-term extension talks have been shut down, the approach gives Dallas flexibility while still securing production at a controlled cost. Pickens, who arrived in Dallas after an uneven start to his career in Pittsburgh, has quickly reshaped his reputation. After previously posting a 59.4% catch rate with the Steelers, he rebounded in a major way during the 2025 season, finishing third in the league in receiving yards and emerging as one of the Cowboys' most impactful additions in recent memory. Why Dallas is comfortable waiting on a long-term deal. Despite Pickens' breakout performance, the Cowboys have not rushed into a lucrative extension. Instead, they have chosen to explore the financial advantages of the franchise tag, a strategy that could continue into 2027. As Blogging the Boys analyst Brian Martin explained, Dallas may be looking at a calculated approach rather than a long-term commitment. If the Cowboys are still wary about signing Pickens to a long-term contract in the ballpark of $35 to $40 million a year, using the franchise tag on him in back-to-back seasons is a logical option, and maybe a cheaper one. According to OverTheCap.com, the projected WR franchise tag in 2027 is $31.5 million. That's a significant bump in the $27.3 million Pickens will earn under the tag this year, but still less than he could make annually on a long-term deal. Dallas has the leverage here, unless Pickens decides not to sign the tag and sit out the 2027 season. The Cowboys' current $27.3 million tag already places Pickens among the higher-paid receivers in the league, but still below elite long-term market deals, such as Jackson Smith-Njigba's $36.5 million annual contract. That gap is exactly what makes Dallas's strategy appealing from a front office perspective. A long-term extension would also have ripple effects across the roster, especially with CeeDee Lamb already locked into a $136 million deal. Cowboys executive vice president Stephen Jones made the team's stance clear when discussing Pickens' future. "There's zero interest in a trade for George Pickens. Zero interest," Jones said during an interview on Mad Dog Radio last week. At the same time, the organization has officially closed the door on negotiations for now. Stephen Jones confirmed in April, "There won't be negotiations on a long-term deal," Stephen Jones said during the Cowboys' pre-draft press conference. But that's certainly not a first for this organization, and certainly won't be a first for the league in terms of this decision as we move forward. This mirrors Dallas's historical approach with players such as Dak Prescott, Dalton Schultz, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Tony Pollard, several of whom spent time under franchise tags before either receiving extensions or departing. For Pickens, the situation presents both opportunity and pressure. While he has proven he can produce at an elite level, he has yet to establish consistent year-to-year dominance across his career. That uncertainty is part of why Dallas remains cautious. Still, the upside is undeniable. If Pickens continues his trajectory, he could eventually command top-tier receiver money, approaching the league's highest salaries. But for now, the Cowboys are betting that patience and the franchise tag remains the most cost-effective path forward.